so we can record that. Awesome. So again, we've been offering this certificate program since 2020. It's been a very successful program. And I'm going to kind of share a little bit about what you can expect today. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the team that offers this certificate program through the Graduate School of Education and Psychology here at Pepperdine University. I'm going to share a little bit about the faculty expert that we bring in, our curriculum, our commitment to you. I'm also going to share a little bit about some of the testimonials from people that have gone through our program and the cost of the program, so you have an understanding of that, and answer any questions. I just want to welcome those who just joined us. So thank you for being with us, Corey. Thank you for joining us, Rolla and Alyssa and Joy and Dr. Ghazi and Dr. Ed. Oh, we've got another one joining, Veronica and Lizeth. Awesome. Just letting everybody join us. I'm going to go back a hair for those who just came in. My name is Rachel, and I want to share a bit about our certificate program that we started back in 2020. Hopefully you will learn through this program how to monetize your brilliance and start making money with all the different accolades and degrees you might have and ideas you might have, to start to really make money as a consultant. And I've got some wonderful testimonials of people that have gone through this program. Again, we've had several cohorts since we started in 2020. I want to thank you all for your time and being here. And I'm going to share a bit, starting off with our core team and why, and some of the experts that are going to be guiding you through this program. But first, I want you to think about why this certificate is right for you and why consulting is right for you. I think it's very important for everybody to have their why. I think right now in our modern age, people want to be their own boss. And I'd like to toss it over to my colleague, Ed, to maybe just share a little bit about his insights. So Dr. Ng, if you could come off and share a little bit about why you believe this consulting certificate is right for this population, and why consulting has been so great for you as a leading expert in the consulting field. Dr. Ng?
Thank you, Rachel, for that introduction. Hello, everyone. Glad to be here. Glad you can join us. As Rachel said, my name is Ed Ng, and I've been a practicing consultant for the last 25 plus years. And through all that time, I really understand what really makes a good consultant. Rachel and I, and along with some of our former partners, really created this program to help people find their passion, and not only find your passion, but help you monetize that passion. We're not interested in really graduating students in this program, but graduating businesses. And that's the ultimate goal. Everyone say, well, my goal is to be a consultant. No, consultant is really a process of value creation. And I've been practicing consultant. I teach consulting at Cal State Fullerton. And it really comes down to 5 or 6 things you really got to know. You don't have to get an MBA to do that unless you really want to specialize in finance or management or something else. But consulting is about problem solving. So this program, in a nutshell, what we're going to teach you is skills in 5 different areas. Four, I think. Well, we can actually say 5. First one, you have to understand strategy, meaning how do you differentiate yourself and create a position in the industry that you're passionate about. Second one is you need some kind of structured framework to solve problems, because really it's about identifying root causes, evaluating options, and implementing the best solutions for your clients. The third one is sales. Some people are more extrovert, some people are introvert, but the bottom line is you got to be able to sell yourself, but more importantly, sell your service and products. And out of that, this curriculum, you're going to learn to develop what I call a pitch deck. This is kind of your bio. This is how you're going to sell your services and your products. But more importantly, you're going to have 2 experts giving you feedback and teaching you how to build the slide deck. Brandon Sarte and Janice Nam, they work in the most difficult industries, one in entertainment slash music, the other one in fashion. But they both were able to raise insane amount of money for their businesses, and they are going to give you feedback so you can perfect your pitch deck for the future. Then the last area is it's all great to learn all this stuff, all these skills, all the theories, but unless you put it into practice, it's not going to go anywhere. So we always have a uh, faculty who understands accounting and how to start businesses. His name is Jonathan Arnold. He's gonna teach you the different types of structure for your business, LLC, S Corp, LLC slash multiple member LLC slash S Corp, how you are designated according to the IRS. And I actually know quite a bit about that as well. So these are the areas you need. So from lecture one, we're gonna teach you skills, one and two. On the third one, you are going to present your slide deck on your business, your consulting business, and then you're gonna get feedback from some of the very, very, very good consultants out there who has already done it. So in a nutshell, that's pretty much it. And I know that there will be a Q&A session at the end. So I'll wait to the end to answer questions, Rachel.
Great, sounds good. Thanks so much, Ed. And to pick that up, this program will be 4 sessions. We've typically offered it on Saturdays. We're aiming for October. So Saturdays in October where you can join remotely. And each session we leave some time for you to ask questions and make sure that you're kind of up to snuff with what we've covered, because a lot of content gets covered through as you can see here, like week 1, what we're aiming to complete, the consulting process, strategy, idea generation. So a lot of people, come into this program with an idea, maybe a consulting firm they've already been working with. We had one woman who had been doing consulting in the United States and China for over 20 years in one of our early cohorts. And then we have people that were like, I'm not really sure what I want to do, but I have an idea. I'm thinking this. And so we can go from any stage really. And in session 2, we go through those problem solving ideas, helping you prepare that slide deck, getting your funding pitches together. So session 3, we get into the sales strategy, because really you're monetizing yourself as your own brand. Those legal structures, again, that's when we bring in some guest faculty that can really help you understand the nuts and bolts to do your business in a successful and legal way. And then we help you with that consulting concept presentation. Session 4, we really wrap it all up and we make sure that you're ready to take this to angel investors, it's a really great program to help you kind of polish what you might be thinking or what you've already been working on. And our promise to you is to really help you move through some great frameworks so that you come out as an expert with the ability to strategize, use data analytics, understand that legal structure, brand yourself, brand your company, have a consultative sales approach, and really have that personal project ready to go. We also offer you an evergreen certificate from Pepperdine. Many certificate programs have kind of a time frame, but ours is an evergreen. You get a physical copy and a digital badge, which is really great. So again, you're going to meet approximately 4 hours every Saturday for 4 Saturdays. We do ask you to really be mindful of the commitment. This isn't one of those certificate programs where you just show up for class and you're finished. There is some project research time. So, you're going to get out of it what you put into it. So I would anticipate about 6 to 10 hours of research time to invest so that you're really coming out of it with this strong slide deck and you understand that this, there is some design and delivery and a presentation that you're going to need to do. And again, we offer you this world-class faculty guidance, research support, analysis delivery, and this consulting presentation, which will help you with that so that you are ready to present. And again, you get a Credly badge. So our certificate comes with this badge that you can have on LinkedIn. And I just show you here what the certificate will look like. It comes to you in the mail from the Graduate School of Education and Psychology with the seal and everything from our top ranked world-renowned Graduate School of Education and Psychology. I promised I would share a little bit about some of our cohort success. So I want to start by featuring someone who's become a friend. She started this program, and I have just really enjoyed seeing her blossom. Her name is Janae Oliver. And when she started this program, she was a community benefit health manager at Kaiser. She was also an adjunct professor at Charles Drew University. She started a group called Blacksinated, another group called Mindful Beauty. At the time, she was a doctoral candidate for the Doctor of Education program at GSCP. She had a master's in public health, a master's in public administration, and also a bachelor's in political science. After doing our program, she landed her first consulting contract after 5 months. And she has made the cost of the program over tenfold plus. She's landed several contracts since she's done the program. And I think she's just a real testament to somebody who gave 110%, was very present throughout the program, was very inquisitive, and really took some of her ideas that she had been incubating and made it into an amazing career for herself. I also wanted to feature two other people that have gone through our program. One is Francesca Nesfield, and one is Jason Kababik. Of course, you can read, but I would love for you to just look over what they have shared, and I'll just read it for you in case you're driving as you're joining. But Francesca shared that this consulting program was more than she expected in value. The content design was well executed and offered her an opportunity to apply what she learned for an actual company. And overall, she felt that she was equipped to build her own business, meanwhile being an exceptional employee. And Jason Kababik was kind of an outlier for some of our people in the program. And many of our people in the program have master's degrees, doctoral degrees. He was fresh out of his undergrad, and he shared that he would recommend this course to anybody who is interested in the business of consulting. He felt it was a comprehensive course that gave him all the tools to feel confident and prepared to work in the consulting field. He said it even covered major topics if you wanted to start your own consulting firm, and he thought the instructors were top notch. One of the things I think is really great about Jason is he actually went into a consulting firm after doing this program and now has a career in consulting, working for a top consulting firm, which I thought was pretty awesome. Very proud of him for that. Now I want to talk about the cost of this course. If you are a Pepperdine alum, current student, or part of the Pepperdine community, we do offer you a 10% discount. It is a $3,000 program. So with that discount, it's $2,700. This cost does include our cost for the digital badge expense. I'm happy to chat with anybody that would like to maybe do a payment plan. This is not a program that's degree granting. It's a certificate program. So I'm happy to chat with you about how you can get creative on getting this program paid for. And again, we have some runway time. So if you're thinking about this, we could even start a payment plan for you leading into October. My contact information is here. My name is Rachel Getler. The U is silent. So that's rachel.getler@pepperdine.edu, or you can call or text me. You may have gotten a text from me today. So if you are on this, you probably got a text from my cell, 310-721-0095. Always happy to arrange some time to chat with you about how we can get creative and help you be a part of this upcoming cohort. And now I'm just going to open it up for questions. Feel free to hop off the mic or hop off mute and ask your questions so that we can make sure everybody has their questions answered, and hopefully we'll have you in our upcoming cohort.
May I add one thing, Dr. Gwether?
Sure.
Just want to let you know, we also have past students that after the program, they decided not to go into consulting, but yet they used the same techniques and skills that we taught them, and they were able to get promoted in the company that they work for using the same value creation process. So it's applicable even in your place of work. The technique we're going to teach you, the skills.
It's so true. Thank you, Dr. Ng. So Veronica, you're the brave one with your face showing. Thank you for showing us your face today. Do you have any questions about what we've covered today? Anything that's unclear?
You're welcome. Thank you. I know how I teach through Zoom and I know how it feels when all the cameras are off and you're trying to teach.
It's all good.
I know. I don't have any questions right now, maybe, but I think I am interested in the consulting programs. And I probably don't have questions because I don't know much about it, but just want to know, I guess maybe had to put my own side business, but not completely. I still want to continue working where I'm working.
Hmm.
But maybe like on a weekend or just helping families. I do teach special ed, so I think that's my area that I would like to help families. So maybe if I could be this is more like independent consult, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think it really depends on, what you're interested in doing, which is why we bring in a legal expert,
Uh,
or if you're thinking about doing it kind of as a side hustle, creating an LLC. Some people go on and create nonprofits. I think one of the things that's so great about Ed is he's worked in so many different industries. He is mayor pro temp, so he manages a city, La Mirada. He has worked with some top Fortune 500 companies. And then Brandon has worked with companies like Amazon, eBay. I know, Ed, you can speak to that a little more, just about all the different companies you guys have worked for and kind of where you're pulling your expertise.
Yeah, that great question, Veronica. So yeah, I consulted, I actually was the president of the LA Times, and I work for a couple of Fortune 500 companies, and Brandon has worked for four and consulted for four Fortune 500 companies. And now he has his own company with all the skills that he learned and contacts he made in all those companies. So he started his own company. But Veronica, I just wanted to know that I have helped several people, my friends, start their own company. And two of them were teachers, actually, and their skills were just building curriculums and they teach at a high school. But I can tell you one thing, you don't even have to spend money starting an LLC, which is going to cost you $800. You can just file Schedule C through your current income tax, Schedule C as a sole proprietor, and start writing off expenses that are related to your business. Anytime you go out with friends and you talk about consulting, you talk about, for example, if you have a passion for special needs kids and you want to start a company that consults for nonprofit organizations to deliver services to them, you can, when you have dinner with a friend and every time you talk about it, you can write that dinner off. You don't have to have income for the first 3 to 5 years. You can start writing it off, and 3,000 of that money will get carried over to your personal income tax, and you can write it off against your income. So you don't really have to spend $800 if you're not going to go full, all in. But if you want to just sign up and learn how to do it, we can teach you how to do that as well.
okay, so do you recommend me to take this? I'm a little bit.
I'm definitely recommending anyone can use this. You can
Uh-huh.
use it to start your own business, start your own LLC, or at least function as a sole proprietor in your on the side and
Uh-huh.
continue to do well in your job, your current job. You're just learning, investing in yourself, in your growth. If you don't want to start a consulting firm yet, because you have a family and also you kind of enjoy what you do, the skills you're going to learn is going to help you, number one, get promoted. Number two, you can be doing this on the side and have to know how to do it and have the network like me and Rachel that after
Mm-hmm.
the program, you can always contact us and say, hey, I remember this lecture. Number two, you taught us this, but I kind of forgot steps 2 and 3. We'll definitely continue that relationship even after the program's over.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, I think I'll be interested in it because we always need, like you said, counseling and support, right? Some guidance,
Yeah,
especially.
this is Rachel and I. This is our baby, and you join our network. Basically, you're family to us, and we're always around.
Okay, well,
So,
thank you for the information.
Yeah, thank you. Any other questions? Joy, Alyssa, Rolla, Tarlene, Lizeth, any questions we can answer for you, things you're thinking about that might help you decide if this is the right path for you. Well, I welcome you to contact us directly. I'm always happy to put you in touch with Ed, or you can just reach out to me. You can text me, call me, email me anytime. We're really hoping to have a strong cohort. We may have another information session as it gets a little closer to October. But we wanted to do this early so that people have time to think about it. They have time to plan and budget for it. And again, happy to connect you with some of our past graduates. We have just had such a strong response from people who have really enjoyed this time investing themselves into a program that helps them learn how to monetize. I mean, I think that's kind of how this all started. Ed and I were in the doctoral program at Pepperdine, and we did the consultancy class. We felt like there was just a little more that we wanted to come from it to really learn how to help people have the tools to really create their own businesses. There's so many people in academia that have all these different degrees, of all this experience and expertise, but still kind of leave programs feeling like, okay, now how do I make money? How do I make money doing what I love? And so that's what we would like to help you do. I also encourage you to find us on LinkedIn, reach out anytime. I'm here in Malibu on the Malibu campus. So if you'd like to meet in person as well, I'm available for that. And I am happy to drive anywhere in the greater Los Angeles area or hop on Zoom with you as well.
Can I just add a couple things, Rachel?
Sure. And we have something in the chat as well.
Okay, so I just want to let you guys know, Rachel and I created this program because midway through the program, I said, well, I got to find a way to pay for this. And actually, after that consulting class that Rachel was alluding to, I just felt like I would say 95 or 98% of the classes learn a lot of theory, but they didn't have the step-by-step instructions or the tools or the skills to really start a consulting business. And that's when we decided we wanted to do it. And for the rest of you that came here, I'd like to ask a question. What got you interested in at least joining this informational session? That's kind of my question to everyone.
And so what got you interested in joining the consulting certificate program? Feel free to share it on the chat or come off mute and share with us.
Oh, hi, me again.
Hi, Veronica.
I think what got me interested just knowing how it works and like going back to our special education degree, right, and helping families.
Hmm.
I do talk to a lot of like parents and maybe try to help them how to read an IEP or understand what an IEP is. I think that's why, and I wanted to know more. How can I do that at the side, outside of my regular work time?
So I can tell you one thing, Veronica,
Mm-hmm.
based on the little bit of time that you have communicated, what I would suggest is start a nonprofit, at the beginning, and then eventually build your business on trying to find grants for either the area that you work at, the place your current employer, or use that skill to help organizations look for grants and then help them write the grants and get the money. There's a need out there, I can tell you that. I've just consulted for help one small business do that, and she had a grant that was expiring, I think, this year. So she came and said she needed to revamp her whole strategy, her whole business. And that's what we came up with. I just saw a lot of parallel in what she's doing and what you want to do.
We also got some input on the chat. Alyssa shared that she's really interested in this certificate program because having a consulting firm has always been a dream of hers. And also, Tarlene shared that she's interested in consulting on the side.
Yeah, both of those are really good. Consulting is not a goal. It's really a value creation process. It's step by step. And what Rachel and I are so focused is not to really give you a certificate. I mean, it's great to have that on your resume, but we just teach you the consulting process, teach you how to make money. I think Rachel said it 4 times, teach you how to monetize your skills and passion. The intersection of your skill and passion is something that is just beautiful once you find a market for your skills for that business.
It's great. And Lizette shared that she's driving, so drive safe, Lizette. No need to text while driving or anything. But she said she currently has her own practice and provides one-on-one intervention for kids, and she's looking at expanding and using her knowledge to start a nonprofit.
Great question, Lizette. Just so you know, my wife was a former teacher, and we have a nonprofit, based on her expertise and her skills. So it's definitely can teach you that. I think Rachel, we decided we're gonna have each person work on their business, and we're gonna get to what you're good at, what you're passionate about. And when we help you create your pitch deck, we're going to give you feedback, not just from me and Rachel, but from all our faculty members. And they are good at giving feedback. One of them, I tell you, she's in the fashion industry. She raised over $50 million. Of course, she's way more successful than I am, but it's pretty amazing what she does. And then the other one is Brandon. He has subsidiaries in 3 different countries now. So his business is growing, expanding, and I can see a mergers or acquisition by end of this year or next year. So they will give you great, great, great feedback along with me and Rachel.
That sounds great. So you will kind of help us or provide us information also how to open a nonprofit.
Yeah, so if you are interested in nonprofits, we
Uh-huh.
will give you a profit based on your individual slide deck that you create.
That I create.
It's
Okay.
not a one size fits all.
Right.
The skill areas is one size fits all. I always say there are a couple uh, certain people are just great at sales, consultative sales. One is art curators. They can sell me a pen that I can buy for 10 cents and they'll talk me into buying one for $2,000. And the other person is really what Rachel does, fundraising for university. You know how competitive that market is, and she's breaking records every time I talk to her. So she's got that skill area down, and I'm not gonna do anything better. I can't find a better partner or a better faculty member in that area. So these are some of the areas you.
Charlene popped in a great question. She was wondering, on average, how many students are in a cohort? We really like a healthy cohort of at least 10 people. But we kind of have a bare minimum. A bare minimum would be like 5 to 6. But we much prefer to have a cohort of at least 10, because I think that makes a richer experience for you. You guys learn from each other. And so, I would say I would aim to have at least 10 in your group. Yeah, hopefully that answers your question, but not too many so that you're not getting, some personal attention, because we do a lot in those sessions. I mean, it is like consulting 100 miles an hour, but we also record it for you so that if there's something that you're not sure of, and we want to make sure you have the materials that we share, the slide decks that we share, and we offer the coaching afterwards. Something that we've done is offer you, like, kind of after the program, if you wanted to coach with Ed or myself, to really kind of go even deeper. We're happy to do that so that you really feel like you're getting the most out of your time, talent, and treasure that you've invested in the program. Awesome. Well, if you have other questions, feel free to reach out to me anytime. Again, I'm Rachel Gettler. Again, there's a U in there, but it's silent. So Guettler, Rachel.Gettler@pepperdine.edu. You can find me on LinkedIn, or you can call or text me anytime. Ed, any final thoughts?
No, I still pronounce it you. I'm glad you in your last name. I'm glad you told me that.
It's
Uh,
okay. Everybody does it. The things we do for love. My maiden name was so much easier.
I
No,
do have one more question.
Sure, Veronica,
How
go.
do we sign up, or is it a form? or we just reach out to you to
Yeah, what you'll do is you'll reach out to me and I'll work with you on how you proceed, so that we can get you in the program.
Okay, thank you. That's very helpful.
Yeah, and you're a current student at Pepperdine?
No, I'm actually graduated with I have a doctorate 2023.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Great.
in the education department.
Well, you'll get a 10% discount. We love
Yeah,
our alums.
thank you.
Thank you. All right, well, Lizeth, drive safe. Thank you all for joining us. And if you have an additional question, I'll hang out. But feel free to reach out to me anytime. And I'll be reaching back out to you via email. I have all your emails since you registered. And as you know, I have your cell. I texted you. So feel free to pop me any questions anytime. Thank you, Alyssa. Thank you, Dr. Ghazi.
Okay, thank you. Have a good night. Bye.
Thank you, Veronica. Thank you, Charlene.